Goliath? They get a Goliath, we get a Yoshida. We have a Ragnar, to be fair. That's pretty spicy. Is Aichi good against Kremlin? Not really. Unless you're a battleship. But even then, you can't hit the upper belt because it's 150 millimeters. So it's only really good against the deck armor. But yeah. We abandoned the XLR mics. Such is life. I mean, we keep the XLR system though, because it does have some advantages, like helping me link audio back and forth and mute things. That's good. But mic, we go back to the old one. We're back to our old one. Yoshino Shima. Is it 17.9? Of course. Hitler is just pushing straight in.
Союзники, сфокусировать огонь на цели.
Smash him. Okay, that's questionable Goliath turn. I like it then. Yo, what is this shit doing?
Союзники, передаю
No way.
координаты важной цели.
That is in fact not how you shit run. Oh, I love fucking Stalin dispersion, boys. Is that how you shit run? I'm not sure that's how you shit run. Grounded as well. Big bugs. I think I have enough angle because of improved pen angles to still sit them. There we go.
Отлично сыграно, командир.
Off to a great start, boys. Petropavlovsk moment. Dude could have parked nose in behind the island, and what could we have done about him? Basically nothing. Instead he did that. I like to turn that nose in now. The problem is, of course, that it's hard to turn nose in as long as the goddamn GK is around. We don't know where it's going. Like, we actually have no idea where the GK is going. Okay. Interesting Z52 moment. Shima, where's the Shima on the flank?
Торпеды справа по борту.
Ours is 17.9.
Торпеды по правому борту. Торпеды прямо по курсу.
Touched.
Вижу линкор противника.
Oh, there's the GK. It's a broken engine.
Внимание, передаю координаты цели.
Damn, I don't like the GK at all. He's kind of fucking with me.
Сфокусировать огонь на вражеском
What
корабле.
is going on here? Which way is it gonna turn? He's just kiting straight away. If he kites straight away, I might hit him because Stalingrad dispersion is so goddamn good.
Сконцентрировать огонь на указанной цели.
Yep, toots. Oh, good volley. Which way is he turning? I think he's gonna turn this way.
Торпеды прямо по курсу.
18k in volley though. Very optimistic.
Торпеды прямо по курсу.
I fucking cancelled it. Still is kind of vulnerable now. Well, not just kind of, really fucking vulnerable. I think I can turn in here.
Союзники, поддержите огнем по указанной цели.
Just focus fire this guy, boys.
Передаю координаты важной
Get rid
цели.
of the GK. He's creating a lot of havoc, creating a crossfire. Basically just being a fucking pain in the ass. If the enemy team was pushing right now, we'd be in trouble. Luckily, like, the Ohio is just kiting away. This is a hilarious example of, like, one guy creating a lot of havoc. This is the exact time when the Ohio should be pushing. If Ohio was pushing now, we'd be in a lot of trouble. Like, imagine Ohio coming down this fucking flank, while at the same time GK is here. What we got a Yoshino and a Stalingrad. These are two cruisers that can't handle any sort of crossfire. Like, literally can't handle any sort of crossfire. If they were pushing at the same time, we'd be so fucked. But instead, Ohio is parking behind an island, and Kurfürst is all alone, and I'm trying to get our team to understand that this is the time to focus this guy down. This is the time to fucking evaporate this guy. So we don't have to deal with him anymore. Ragnar worthless? Yeah, Ragnar is really not doing a whole lot. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's not even farming the GK, is he? I'm not entirely sure what Ragnar is doing. Maybe he's farming him? I think he's range mode farming the GK. Our Shima is more useful zoning out their Shima. The Z52 though should be getting hunted down as well. Thunder is shooting AP, that's a bit sad. This is absolutely an HE moment for this guy. Still spotted. No, undetected. One HE bully, should be a fire. He DCP'd, so that should be enough to pick up the kill.
Торпеды по левому борту.
Okay, Shima is torping from range. No fires.
Торпеды по левому борту. Торпеды слева по борту.
We kite around these, that's fine. I need to get rid of this guy. He should be dead. Good. Yeah, Ohio's being tortured by Shima to some extent. Shoot down the planes. Oh, Z52 is really far on the flank. I ignore him then, he's not a threat. What is our threats right now? Well, the Ohio. Goliath to some extent, but I can reverse into covers, that's fine. So the big threat right now is potentially Ohio pushing down this flank. But we're gonna keep our crosshair this way, because if the Goliath pops up, my turtverse is too slow, so I want time enough to shoot the Goliath. If the Ohio pushes, we got plenty of time to react, so it's fine. So we just kind of chill here and wait. What is Goliath gonna do? He probably wants to take part in a battle somehow. So either he turns this way, or he turns this way. And if he's close enough that we should be able to see him, there he is. And because we had our guns ready, we get to shoot instantly before he has time to angle in. You noted that? That was crosshair placement for worst case scenario, if he pushes through here. If I had to wait for my guns to slowly turn, I would never have been able to catch him. But because I took into account that if the Ohio pushes, I got vision of the Ohio, I have plenty of time to turn my guns to shoot the Ohio. But I don't have vision of the Goliath, so the Goliath can do whatever the fuck he wants without any warning. So I have to be prepared for the Goliath, not the Ohio. You prepare for the worst case scenario, and then if it doesn't happen, well then you can just slowly turn your guns the other way. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. You have to preemptively, like, they have guns aimed, like, most people would have been aiming at the Ohio. Like, what if the Ohio pushes? Yeah, well, if it pushes, you got plenty of time to react. But what if the Goliath pushes? You don't have time to react. Now I can deal with Z52, which has basically been irrelevant all game. He's last in here shooting. He has the cap, so he's probably not going to stay in the cap. My guess is he's sailing this way, and he's going to try to torp the Thunder. So, with that in mind, we're going to push around this island. Either he's trying to disengage this way, or he's going this way. At this point, getting here might be a bit tricky, so he might actually be very close around the island. So where do we aim? We preemptively aim for the worst case scenario, which is here about to YOLO me. That's the worst case scenario. That's where we preemptively aim. Just in case. Because if he's here, then our guns are ready. He's not, but then we got plenty of time to react. This is fine. This is not a problem. He was where we predicted he would be. Down here. We predicted he would be here. but we still put our guns for the worst case scenario. What is this man doing? Is that enough lead? I think so. Pretty good, yeah. Interesting Ragnar gameplay this game. Generally in a Ragnar you want to be bullying the shit out of their deities. This Ragnar, I'm not sure what he did. He kind of, like, this set 52 was full HP, so... Shima was, honestly, our Shima dealt with their Shima, which is surprising. Very impressive. Interesting, he's... oh. No, it's unfortunate. Dude, these radars are interesting to say the least.
Торпеды прямо по курсу.
Oh, he launched as soon as he came around the corner. That's pretty good.
Пожарная тревога.
But now he's only got one set left.
Большая пробоина.
And I still have
Быстро набираем воду.
Kusnets, so even with his god tier fire chance, there's no all that he can do here. No, it's unfortunate.
Торпеды прямо по курсу.
Oh, he's got no more sets. Yeah, now he's dead. See, now I can turn for like this. Get all my guns ready. Because I know he's used... oh, game ends. He had used both his sets. He's used both sets, so I can just turn broadside and radar him and smash him. Because he's got no more threats left. He can't citadel me unless he gets point blank, so... yeah. This was... honestly, this is kind of why I really, really like Stalingrad in Ranked. I can hear 2 seconds in you fix the microphone. Sounds real good. Yeah, I literally changed to my old one. That's how I fixed it. I gave up on the old one. Or I gave up on the XLR mic. It was too much of a headache. And I just went back to the old one, which is so much easier and straightforward. And, yeah, but this was like why I like the Stalingrad so much. It punishes bad play extremely hard. It punishes bad play instant. Like, Petro turned out. How much did we do to this shit round? 38,000. Goliath gave us broadside 2-3 times this game. 64,000. Goliath is technically a ship that counters a Stalingrad. But in order to counter a Stalingrad, you have to maintain angling against the Stalingrad, and you have to farm for a very long time. Whereas on the other hand, if you mess up in the Goliath, Stalingrad punishes you this quickly. And this was like basically this game in a nutshell. Just punishing their 2 cruisers very, very quickly. And I didn't like their battleship positionings. I didn't like... there was no coordination. Was the GK's push that good? It was actually pretty okay. But did he get any support from his team during it? No. Which made it pretty poor. If you push in and you find yourself alone, then... well, you're gonna get all the fucking focus fire, aren't you? Like, the dildo of consequence rarely arrives lubed. And this guy was all alone. And the consequence of being all alone is the entire fucking team shoots you. And yeah, he wasn't having a fucking good time, was he? This is the build. Very standard build. Very standard build. They lost their radar very early. Yeah, the Petro just potatoed hard.